Okay. Beat 'em. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man. I'm from that.
Canelo Crawford. It's a fight that Turkey wants to make. Turkey's been here at the convention in Germany yesterday, saying he wants to make that fight. How big is that fight, and how would you see that fight playing out for Crawford? It feels like there's not much other option. He's fought Madrimov, he could be fighting Virgin in the future, who knows? But for Crawford and for Canelo, it feels like a fight that has to be made. How do you see that playing out?
I'm not a big fan of that fight matchmaking because they're too many weight classes apart, and although the skills, Crawford is one of the best fighters that I've seen. I told him yesterday when I met him up last night there at the dinner, I'm like, dude, you're a badass. Like, you've been a badass. You don't always get the recognition because of, politics and boxing and the favoritism here and there. But he truly does have the skills, and he's a great fighter. He's proven it multiple times, obviously. Now, Canelo is, fighting at 168. Crawford just moved up to 154, and he has some trouble with that in that fight. Now, where do you plan on going? 164, 65, 66?
Yeah.
Canelo ain't gonna come down to 160.
Yeah,
Canelo ain't gonna come down, maybe 166 max if he accepts. I think Canelo wins that fight based on just the size, power and size. Now, skill-wise, I think Crawford's a better skilled fighter, but the difference in size will be the deciding factor, and that's why I'm not even a fan of that fight. I think Crawford has accomplished everything he had to accomplish from 140, 147, now 154. That's even greater for him. He wants to do something, collect belts at 154, he can attempt that. But there's no money in that compared to the Canelo fight. And Canelo is trying to fight other guys, and at that point it's more of a big fight, for the money that's gonna generate. But as a fight fan, I'm not really a fan of that matchmaking. I'd rather see Canelo move up and fight somebody like Bitterbeef or people.
What it do? What it do? Still with the camp, sound like a lamp. Big boss house. Boss dog can't poke through the door. Here to talk to this box, fucking in my soliloquy. Every tough times don't last, good people do. Don't know if yourself cut them in the foul line, maybe you matter. Peak game metaphors on what? Swing. So, your boy ain't feeling 100. I'm feeling, like 60%. I had a fever the other day, and then, my body fought it off, you know what I'm saying? Because, we take our vitamins over here, you know what I'm saying? So I was sick for like a day. Now I just got like the sore throat and all that. Pause. But, Mikey Garcia, man. The man let me tell you something. The man has been sitting here telling y'all what I've been telling y'all about this Terrence Crawford and Canelo fight. I told y'all, skill-wise, Terrence Crawford is the more skillful fighter. But Canelo is bigger and mass, right? And he's fought at 168 and 175. He fought 2 fights at 175 and a couple fights at 168, right? If they came up in the same weight class, it'll be different. But Crawford has never went up and fought at 168. And I told y'all, if he went up and acclimated to the weight, it's different. But he trying to go straight to the smoke. I respect it, but like I told y'all before, it's weight classes for a reason. And if that man go up there, right, he gonna have some success. It's boxing. We just being real. It's boxing. He gonna have some success. All I'm saying at the end of the day is, soon as Canelo buckled down and touched that man paws, I'm telling you, it's rap. What are y'all not listening? You know what I'm saying? We not saying this because we hate Terrence Crawford. We saying this because we know boxing. I competed in this sport like I keep telling y'all. So when I sit here and I say this, this is from experience. You can have skills all you want to. I had somebody say, oh man, I had all these skills and I beat dudes up that was 50, 60 pounds weight class. That's cool. But when you fighting killers though, yeah, you could fight, and spar a dude that's, a low level dude, and you know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to diminish, I'm not trying to sit here and say, oh man, you sparring bums. I'm just sitting here saying, when you get in there with some real smoke, you know what I mean? It's a different thing. My bad, I had to say good morning. When you get in there with some real smoke, it's different, bro. That's all I'm saying. When you get in there with that real, and this real work, you know what I mean? Like me, when I used to get in there with real work. I wasn't looking to spar dudes who was, light touches or anything like that. I wanted to spar, undefeated fighters. You know what I'm saying? Pro fighters. Why? Because that makes me better, bro. That makes me better as a fighter. So when I get in that ring, I know for sure, like, I'm confident. You know what I'm saying? I'm confident, right? I'm like, okay, I did this to this dude. He a pro fighter. So this dude who on my level, he can't see me, because that's the whole thing I'm saying, right? I spar dudes 300 pounds who crack it. I ain't talking. See, when you sparring dudes, I spar dudes who was dangerous, who got power. I'm a power puncher myself, but I spar dudes who have power, who could cut your lights off. You know what I mean? So when you in there working with these dudes, you want to work with, I wanted to work with dudes that was cracking. Why? Because they made me more aware of my defense. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, I'm a power puncher, so I can hurt anybody. But if you ain't got pop like that, right? You a smaller dude, but you putting combinations on dudes, but you can't hurt this dude, what you think gonna happen? He gonna wait it out and he gonna catch you. And that's exactly what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I'm saying Canelo Alvarez is going to wait it out. And then he going to start trying to... He's not going to... Look, all y'all point out the attributes of Crawford. And I get it. I understand it. I co-sign it. But nobody talk about the attributes of Canelo. And that's what I'm saying. Y'all looking at Crawford like, oh, nothing Canelo does doesn't matter. Yeah, it does. This man's got high boxing IQ too. Very intelligent fighter. He gonna wait it out, and then he gonna start doing little ticky-tack veteran stuff. Let me start punching on your elbows, your arms, your biceps, your shoulders, right? What does that do? Make you can't keep your hands up, right? Make you a little, you might try to thug through it, but I'm telling you, it's just a lot of stuff that... And I'm not saying Crawford hasn't experienced, but he hasn't experienced it at a higher weight class. These dudes up there on a different level of strength. That's all I'm saying. And I'm telling you, Crawford might have bit off more than he could chew. 54 may be his cap. That's all I'm saying. If he beat Canelo, it ain't by knockout, it's on points. Crawford's very capable of being perfect for 12 rounds. He's very capable of. But all I'm saying is, that man from Guadalajara, Mexico, got high boxing IQ too. That's why I don't really care about this fight. The reason why I don't really care about this fight is there's a built-in excuse already. Because if Canelo knocks Terence Crawford out, oh, he knocked out a smaller man. All the upside goes for Crawford. If Crawford go 12 with Canelo and lose, hey, man, Canelo couldn't hurt you. He couldn't drop you. You lost. You dared to be great. But, hey, he didn't knock you out. So all the upside is for Crawford. That's why I'm sitting there saying what I say. Boss can't get animated right now because I'm sick. All I'm saying at the end of the day is listen to what everybody is saying, bro. Nobody's saying this because we hate Crawford. I don't know what y'all think, Boss Gone.